I think public housing has a negative connotation mainly because of the way it was managed and proliferated in neighborhoods. Many of those neighborhoods were resource-starved.
You know, if you could look at affordable housing as a basic human right, you could look around and see that some of the quality of housing that's available in our community, subpar. People should not even be living there. But guess why they're living there? Because there are no other options.
When our new energetic CEO came, he decided to brand safe, healthy, affordable housing.
The housing market is taking a big hit right now, and that's putting a strain on affordable housing.
And so when you have neighborhoods that don't have the proper access to great education, don't have the proper access to economic opportunities, that don't have the access to educational opportunities, and if those places to live aren't adequate, if those places don't represent investment, then you get the perception of bad neighborhoods. You get the perception of public housing. So we're here to change that.
Daniel says they are building new homes. The Cypress Pinchback apartments are almost completed for the elderly residents.
This is a transformational statement about what housing in Baton Rouge needs to be.
Recognizing the need for our seniors to have space where they can have socialization, but also have a safe space that's conducive to their needs, and at the same time have a beautiful home to live in.
Having a place like Pinchback available to our seniors, available to individuals in our community that may live on fixed incomes because of their disabilities, it's a life changer for many of them.
Many of our seniors don't have quality access to housing. In many cases, they don't have families to support them. So it's up to us to build communities, the social aspect of these communities, to make sure they have a community around them. That may not even be their family members, but they're their neighbors, because that is what makes communities and neighborhoods, your neighbors.
Each of us must contribute to the collaboration, creative ideas, and long-term commitment to build a parish with affordable housing, not just for some, but for all, for everyone.
Economic development is not a thing that happens to only benefit a few. The health, safety, and well-being of my neighbor directly impacts my life, right? And so we have to look at the availability of quality, affordable housing as number one, a poverty-fighting measure.
I have 2 kids. If I'm happy, that would make them happy. And they can see the difference in my demeanor. I've been in other apartments, but nothing like this.
Partner Southeast is the real estate development arm of the East Baton Rouge Parish Housing Authority.
I was a founding board member, and I'm now the only board member on our board who's been with Partner Southeast since the beginning. I have been able to see the fruition of what we thought it could be years ago, over a decade ago.
The more properties we can bring online that are affordable for our seniors, the more we can meet the needs of our community as a whole.
My vision for these organizations is the success of our families. And what success looks like is the access to economic opportunities, education, and health and wellness. We're here to serve our families.
Partner Southeast was developed to be the development partner of the Housing Authority.
You know, it's government money, right? So they're not gonna fund the development of everything.
HUD funds housing, but they don't fund a lot of the things that our residents need.
We have to have the ability to go out and get private funding, to get different investors, to get the support of Louisiana Housing Corporation, so we can put all that money together and create quality, affordable housing.
By having a 501c3, we can write grants and get allocations of money that help us provide some of the services that our families need.
We're talking about a $25 million investment in the traditional Gardere area.
If you do not have bold, courageous leadership, you can't get things such as this done. So we are very, very excited to have Jim on the team. He has changed the trajectory of where we're going as a housing authority and Partner Southeast.
We originally adopted the name Cypress at Gardere. Who's Gardere? Names are powerful. Legacies are powerful. So why would we continue to perpetuate a legacy such as slave trade?
We know that the first African-American governor of the state of Louisiana during construction, his name was Pinchback.
We wanted this to be our signature property to represent the same thing that PBS Pinchback represented, and that's progress, that's success, that's the building of our communities.
When I look around at Pinchback, I would be so proud and excited to have my grandparents live here because it's, number one, beautiful. It's modern. You know, when you look at the detail, the light fixtures, the handles, the safety measures that were put into every unit, it's beautiful to think that affordable housing that was built by a public agency can look like this.
If I say anything that was my favorite in my apartment, I would have to name it all. Everything. I love it. It's what I have prayed for years. The seniors need more than just a place to live. And at Cypress Pinchback, it is that.
When you wake up, there's no noise. And when you go to sleep, the only noise is you. I like the outside, and then I love my bathroom.
There are multiple grab bars. When you get older, you get arthritis, and it hurts to open doors that have doorknobs. So all of the doors here, interior and in the units, have levers because they're easier. You just have to push down.
Here at Pinchback, we have a computer room. We have an area where their packages could stay safe. We have the opportunity for them to exercise. We have a state-of-the-art exercise facility with the best floor to support their joints, right, and to keep them safe.
To actually have something like this for a family and for children of aging parents, my goodness, it's a relief.
And they won't have to worry about living with family. They won't have to worry about losing their sense of independence.
And I'm like, I'm right around the corner. I mean, you got all kind of stores. Most of my doctors are in this area too.
So transportation is an issue. So it was important for us to build for seniors where there were amenities.
We're actually piloting a program with Entergy where it's called Power Through, where our families will actually be able to stay right here during floods, hurricanes, storms. They won't have to evacuate. They'll have full power inside their units. So not just in the common area.
It's key because we're mission-based. We're not profit-driven. Our goal is to make sure our families have the best quality of life that they can have. Every single development that I've been a part of is designed and constructed with my parents, myself, my family in mind.
As we age and we don't have the same family members around us, as they lose family members along the way, this is a way to build new relationships, build new community, and to age with dignity. I think this is a game changer for the Baton Rouge community.